turkeys, geese, chickens,
What do you,
lawn furniture.
live ones?
Yeah, they're all outside. He didn't have permission.
Turkeys?
Yeah.
No, I got an idea for those.
Like wild turkeys or like,
Wild turkeys are- Yeah, well, they're domesticated.
coming up on the holidays. You heard what I just ordered, right? Court does call the case of David Pata versus Seth Barton.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Paul Fester on behalf of Plaintiff, Dave Potter.
Your name?
Seth Barton.
All right. Where are we with reference to this case?
Last time we were here 2 weeks ago, the court ordered that my client be allowed into the premises to attempt to remediate some of the problems that were in there. He has gone in there. And he has gotten estimates on cleanup. Looks like it's gonna be $11,000 for the cleanup. Defendant has not removed any of his possessions from the home yet. We're asking for an order of eviction today, under section E of the proposed judgment, because the tenant is willfully or negligently is causing a serious and continuing health hazard to exist on the premises, or is causing extensive and continuing injury to the premises, neglecting or refusing either to deliver up possession after demand, to substantially restore or repair the premises. You recall at the last hearing, Your Honor, he's not living there. He just has all of his possessions in there. We would like an order of eviction so we can start cleaning up the premises. There is mold present in the living room. Everything has to be wiped down. Nothing has to be done in the basement. Nothing has to be done in the garage. Everything can be bagged up and tossed. We just need defendant to get his possessions out of there.
Sure.
What he's saying is not entirely true. I have been taking loads out almost daily. There's quite a bit of stuff in there that has been damaged due to the neglect and him opening the windows, which he did again since we've last been here. All the windows were left open. It rained again on my couch. There's at least, I haven't even finished going through inventory.
What, is that just today that it rained?
A couple days ago, Your Honor, within the last 2 weeks since we've been here, I've been going and taking loads out of there with my truck almost daily, if not every other day. I'm gonna have a trailer available this weekend on Saturday or Sunday to start taking the bigger furniture. But there's, like, I contracted a fungal infection in my face due to the mold that's in the house. I was sick for over a week on antibiotics for 2 weeks. It's not an easy mess.
Sir, how do they got in there? I'm not clear on why I have to order some of the common sense things to occur. They wanted to make the repairs. They needed to get in. There's a big fight about him getting in to basically be able to look at it to figure out exactly what he needs to do. And now it comes down to they were able to get in, they were able to get an estimate. It's headed along that direction. You're not really living in the premises. And now it's a matter of getting your stuff out, and all I'm hearing are excuses.
Your Honor, he's never been blocked from access to the house. He's always had a key and a garage door opener.
When are you moving your stuff out? Let's just get to I'm just getting right to it.
Can I have a couple weeks to get it all out? I've got quite a bit of stuff still to move and it needs to be cleaned before.
I thought you just said to me that you'd been taking loads out, and then you said you were gonna have a trailer this weekend to get the big stuff out. So why is it gonna take 2 weeks?
I'm all by myself. I don't have anybody to help me. And I'm low on money from having to move yet again within a year after going through a long court battle of divorce and child custody issues.
When I approach, I have some pictures of just the condition of the house, just so you have an idea of what we're looking at here. Those were taken earlier this week. Defendant has not lived in the premises. And this is what we're looking at.
What do you have to say to these pictures, sir? I mean,
All the pictures except one are the garage. That's stuff that's all packed up and in the tubs. It just or the rest is my tools. Kitchen sink with the dirt dishes. And that way, because there hasn't been hot water in there, so the pipe broke in the basement. There's still no hot water in the residence. There's no furnace operating in the residence. There's no filtered water in the residence. It comes out of the tap. It smells like sulfur and it's like brown water. Nothing has been repaired since the pipe is broken. It flooded the basement and ruined all my stuff. The pipe is now leaking yet again in the basement. It's filling up with water on the side.
you're not there. They want to make the repairs. In order to effectuate the repairs, does all of these things have to come out? Is that,
Yeah, we need to do a foundation repair. I can't get through the garage. They have a contractor bring in a new furnace, hot water, washer dryer. I mean, you can't even barely walk through.
sir, if I order an eviction and the removal of these items, you've lost them all? Is that what you want me to do?
No, Your Honor.
Then tell me how you're gonna get this stuff out so that these repairs can be done. Because at this point, you're causing waste to the premises.
I can have a path to beer to the garage, through the garage for him to get to the basement tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, that's not how this is gonna work. Here's what we're gonna do. And it may end up, but I'm not prepared to necessarily order the eviction portion of it. But whatever company's the cheapest, get a pod and just put what you, and I'm not saying that you got to get more than one. I'm just going to allow you to stop waste, and I think it's under 4.201H, to not cause continued waste to the premises, because I do believe that in great part it's because of the tenant and you want to get in there to repair. Get a pod, put it out there. Those items that look like they are valuable, and I'm not gonna, if you didn't get them out of there, I'm not gonna be hearing that this valuable thing was left outside. Yes, sir.
There's a huge compressor. It's 5 feet tall. There's transmissions, engine blocks, cherry pickers.
In the garage?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's an unreasonable amount of,
But if you have to move it, I mean, if I order the eviction, then you're gonna have to pay somebody to come in and move. That's either way. You're gonna have the same issue. I hear you, but I'm just saying, if I were to do as counsel's indicating, give a judgment, order the eviction, you're gonna have to get somebody in there to move everything to the curb. You follow me?
yeah,
So it's gonna be an expense and a burden regardless, because you're not getting cooperation. Go ahead.
if he wants the stuff, I mean, can he pay for the pod and move his items into the pod? There's nothing.
Here's gonna be the problem. I don't intend that. How do I do this? The initial layout is gonna have to be yours because you've got to get in.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. My intent is that he's gonna pay for the pod. But if I say you pay for the pod, that's not gonna happen. The way he's dealing with this, it's not gonna happen. You follow what I'm saying? So, yeah, so what I'm saying is, I'm not ordering you to get more than one. And I'm going to allow you to use discretion, those things that might be damaged as a result of being out in the elements, go in. Those other things that can withstand that, and just pray the snow doesn't start flying. And you can go outside of it. And sir, so that you understand, you heard what I just ordered, right?
If I may ask if I can have at least the weekend to clear the garage out? Where we got the situation started?
No, because you should have been doing this before now.
You're right.
I mean, you just come up with these periods in time saying, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do. Right now, you're in a circumstance where you have to beat the pod there. If he goes out, leaves this courthouse, calls a pod, and they said we can have it there tomorrow morning or tonight, that pod's there. I'm not delaying this anymore.
Can I say something?
Sure.
He has 3 project cars, a horse trailer, a tractor, turkeys, geese, chickens,
What do you,
lawn furniture.
live ones?
Yeah, they're all outside. There's bumpers and all kinds of stuff stacked up along the garage. It's been there for months that he didn't have permission.
Turkeys?
Yeah,
No, I got an idea for those.
Like wild turkeys or like,
Excuse me, wild. Sure.
yeah. Well, they're domesticated.
coming up on the holidays. Thank you. That was a bad joke. So what are you suggesting in terms of,
Well, I guess the question is, can we tow the vehicles?
here's the problem, if you tow the vehicles, you're gonna be putting them someplace, somebody's gonna have to pay for the storage of the vehicles. It's also gonna be a more complicated process than just me saying to tow the vehicles, because it's gonna have to, I mean, what you're gonna have to deal with in terms of the tow truck drivers, it's gonna be a little bit more complicated than to do the work on the premises. All right. Do the vehicles need to be moved out of the way? Okay, and I'm trying to make it so that the repairs can be done. I realize there's gonna be, apparently, I wasn't clear on these animals, but there's gonna have to be a lot more that's done regarding that. So what I'm trying to do is allow you a circumstance where you can get into the premises, do the work, not cause further waste to the property, and have the property done. Because I'm not ordering the eviction and removal of everything from the premises. All right. So you think you can find a way, if you ordered a pod, that if I put this out a week, that you can have substantial progress and get and start the movement along the lines of getting those repairs done?
Actually, I need 2 weeks, Your Honor. I'm gonna be out of town next Friday.
All right. Okay. So, sir, you understand what's happening?
I need to move my stuff quickly to beat the pods there, right?
Well, you're in a race with the pod. I mean, because it's put in the pod. Now, if it's in that pod, I don't want you restricting his access to it. Okay, it's only there just to protect what may be there that in your mind might need to be protected from the elements. You follow what I'm getting at?
Yep.
All right. I'll adjourn this matter out then to November 21st, 2025 time.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. in person.
Thank you.
Thank you. Counsel, you, if you could prepare an order just indicating that the court, pursuant to the court rule and court order, has taken these steps.
I'll email that to the court later today or first thing Monday.
Very good. Thank you.